Capricorns, it's Nick. I hope you guys are doing good. So all my Cappies, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, males and females, we're now in the second week of June. And guess what? We have the new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Gemini. So what does this mean? Basically, our mind, mentally, we're expanding, we're evolving, we're growing. So this is no time to think small anymore or think of yourself as small. We gotta dream big, want more for ourselves, and mentally focus, get our mind right, tell ourselves good things, tell ourselves positive things, and not be afraid to express and communicate our needs, our desires, and not hold back or hold ourselves back. All right, so we're gonna be covering a little bit of work, health, and love. I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box. And of course, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's Nicloves with 2 eyes. Also keep in mind, guys, that these are general readings, so it may not always resonate to the T with every single person. So please listen with an open mind, open heart, take what fits, leave the rest out, okay? All right, so Capricorns, for this week, I was kind of pulled, my spirit kind of pulled me to try something a little bit different. It's probably the new moon energy or something, I don't know. But for you guys, I wanted to get an affirmation, and your affirmation that I got for you is about forgiveness. I'm forgiving. And I think for you this week, it's all about like compassion, the compassion that you feel, that you give to yourself. And forgiving isn't always about forgiving others. Sometimes it's forgiving yourself. Saying, yeah, I've messed up, I've made some mistakes, but those mistakes don't define me. I'm not my mistakes. And just learning to forgive yourself and not be so hard on yourself all the time. I feel here that your third eye is being activated or really being worked on this week. And this is associated with Neptune and the sign of Pisces. So I really feel like compassion is kind of going to be trickling in and coming into your life and helping you, assisting you to forgive yourself. And once you forgive yourself, you're gonna be able to forgive others, people who have hurt you or maybe are not even sorry, but it first starts with you. Okay, so forgive yourself, have compassion for yourself, don't be so hard on yourself. Maybe you've done some things or you've hurt people. No one's perfect, right? But just say, hey, I am not perfect, I did this, but I'm gonna learn from this and move forward and not beat myself up over it. Okay, and as long as you're genuine and sincere about it, that's all that matters, okay? All right, so Capricorns, when it comes to your health, I forget which other sign got this. I don't remember. I think it was one of the air signs. But I feel like you guys have been tense. You need to relax. You need to relax. Maybe like go get a massage this week, go get your nails done, get a facial, have some kind of spa day. Like you need to relax. I feel like you've been tense. Maybe you literally have like knots in your back and you're just like your muscles are really tight. I feel like you need to relax, you need to let loose. And I think you may have like an emotional moment this week where you just kind of start crying a little bit, or you just get kind of in your feelings. And I think you really just need to allow yourself to feel and not be afraid. Sometimes you just need to cry. Maybe you don't have a reason, but you just feel something and it's okay. Just cry, let it out. Go in the shower, cry, put on some music, light some candles, have yourself a little glass of wine or make yourself a little cocktail or whiskey or margarita or whatever it is that you're into. It's okay to let loose and allow yourself to let loose. Don't be so hard on yourself all the time, okay? Allow yourself and give yourself permission to wind down, to do self-care, to just enjoy a little bit, live a little bit, okay? All right, so when it comes to your work, school, career, and finances, I feel like your perspective is changing about something. Maybe you're going to be seeing something a little bit different, and you're going to sit back and be like, okay, you know what, let me wait on this. Let me not jump and make a decision too fast. Let me just kind of wait it out, observe, sit back, and use my intuition. I feel like you're going to really need to use your intuition this week. And I actually feel like your intuition is like really sharp. It's speaking to you. Some of you could have Pisces or Libra somewhere in your chart, or maybe you work well with the Pisces. And that person's kind of helping you maybe relax or be like, hey, it's okay, don't worry, I got this, let me handle this, you do you, like don't worry. And you may want to like have everything under control. They're like, hey, Capricorn, it's okay, like I got you, like don't worry. And you're like, okay, right, you're right. So I think this person may be helping you, or just like the influence of Pisces energy, I think is going to help you just kind of like relax a little bit, and not be so uptight all the time. Not saying that you are, but I just feel like your perspective or how you do things is going to change a little bit. You're going to allow yourself to be more chill, to be more relaxed. And this action is going to help you work better. It's going to give you more creativity, give you more ideas, and help you maybe even work more efficiently. Okay? All right. So, another thing I want to say, that sometimes, if you're, you work a 9 to 5 or whatever you're working on, or you do YouTube or TikTok or whatever it is that you do, let's say you're in the office or you're working from home and like you got to do this long report, take 4 hours. Like when you start to feel kind of like, oh my gosh, okay, my brain is overloaded, I'm kind of tired now, listening to some music or get up, have like 2 minutes of just dancing or singing or listening to some music, I promise it really just helps kind of refresh you and brings the energy to you again. You're like, okay, I'm ready to go. Literally, that's what I do, and it always helps me. Like in between readings, I'll just play some music, I get kind of in the vibe and the mood, and then I'm ready to go again. As soon as you feel yourself getting tired, but you have to get things done, listen to some music or dance, shake a little bit, stretch, and I promise you it will help you focus a lot more. Okay? All right, and make it more enjoyable, so you're not, especially if you're doing something that's kind of boring or mundane, it's like, well, I have to get it done, so let me just do what I gotta do. Okay? All right, so when it comes to your love relationships and dating, again, some of you could have Libra somewhere in your chart. As far as the other person you could be dealing with, I feel like it could be an Aries, or a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But of course, it doesn't have to be, guys. It could be any sign, like I always say to you. It could just be the energy this person is embodying or carrying out, playing out at this time. And some of you may not like when I say this. You may be like, no, I don't want to hear that. I think someone from your past is coming back into your life. This could be an ex, an ex-fling, an ex-boyfriend, an ex-girlfriend, someone you used to talk to, someone from your childhood, or this could even be someone from your past life, okay? So there's some familiarity. I feel like you guys are soulmates, or you once upon a time were kind of like soulmates to each other. This person is coming back into your life. I think they've been missing you. They've been thinking about you. They've been sad without you. Or it's been hitting them now, like how good they had it or how good of a person you were and how maybe they messed it up or they didn't appreciate you. I feel like this person, maybe you've been dreaming about them, or you've kind of felt their energy, or you've been getting weird reminders about them. Or let's say, like when you have like Facebook or Instagram, sometimes it'll remind you like, oh, 1 year ago or 2 years ago on August something or whatever, and you're like, oh my gosh, and it shows you a picture of you and that person. You're like, like why is it showing me that? Like you can have a moment like that. And I feel like you have been kind of just minding your business, not entertaining really anything, or maybe nothing too important, nothing that's much a big deal. And I think you've been really trying to like give back to your community, or I don't know, just help others. I think you've been helping maybe your family or your friends, could be financially possibly, and that's been taking up a lot of your time, or just been I don't know, getting your mind off things. And I think you like to do that, or your family depends on you maybe as well, or friends or certain people around you. But I feel like that's just become who you are, and so you're always a helper, you're always giving back. You always just end up in situations where you have to like maybe help your partner or help the person, and you're like, well, okay, well, I love this person or I care about them. And I think this person is remembering how much you helped them, how much you were there for them. And maybe during that time apart you guys have had, they've been with other people and realized, wow, these people don't even do half the things Capricorn did for me, and I didn't realize how good I had it. Okay, I feel like this person is someone who is really passionate, could be really hard-headed, okay? Could be really hard-headed, sometimes may have acted kind of selfishly, but not with bad intent or with bad intentions. They could be someone who will just say things bluntly, could be a little impatient or have a little bit of anger issues or low tolerance or low patience. I feel like they like to be in control, they like to have control situations. They're a really emotionally reactive person, and that's actually been coming up for a lot of signs. So maybe a lot of people that all of us as a collective are dealing with are like really emotionally reactive. I know this whole month is a little bit chaotic, a lot of weird energies going on, especially with eclipses and retrogrades. So I feel like this person could just be really, they did something in the heat of the moment, okay? Like let's say they broke up with you, but it was like an emotional thing, they didn't think it through. Or they said something to you, but they didn't actually mean it. So I feel like they may have messed up or said something and it wasn't actually what they believed. And I feel like they're gonna be coming back into your life, you may run into them, or they may look for you. Like you may get a call at work and they're like, oh, so is asking for you. You're like, who is it? And you're like, I don't know, it's this guy or it's this girl. And you're like, okay, and you come up and it's them. You're like, oh my gosh, why are you at my work, or why are you at my job, or what the heck? And you got to talk to them, because if not, you can't just be like, oh no, go away and be rude and watch everyone look at you, right? Or this person like comes to your restaurant that you work at and tips you, or says something good about you. You're like, oh my gosh, like seriously, it's like almost embarrassing maybe for you. And I feel like here that you may still have feelings for this person, you may still have attraction towards them, you still may, you know, you feel a little bit something when you see them. I feel like you can't, it's like you don't want to, but it's still maybe a little bit there, okay? And so I feel like there's gonna be some kind of new beginning. You may take a chance. You may take a chance and take them up on their offer and hang out with them or see them again. I don't think you're like jumping into a relationship with them, but I feel like they're gonna wanna see you or maybe talk to you or hang out with you, and you're just like, hesitating. You're like, okay, whatever, I guess I'll hang out with them, or I'll see them just this once. But I feel like you just may be open to it. You're like, you know what? I don't want to hold grudges. I don't want to have any bad energy or tension between us. Let me just see them and just, you know, I just forgive them. I want to forgive the past. I just want to move forward, as long as we're just like cordial with each other. I don't want them to think I hate them, because I don't, and I don't want them to think I'm still butthurt or petty. So I feel like you're just wanting to like leave things clean and no hate, no bad energy, okay? And I think this person, they've been kind of slowly getting out of this darkness, this dark cave, this dark night of the soul. They've been going through it, and I think they're slowly kind of seeing the light and kind of coming out of this, and finally kind of removing blockages, blinders in their life, and maybe doing a little bit better now. So you may be happy to hear that about them, okay? Like they're no longer maybe struggling as hard or as difficult with certain things that they were back then. Okay, but I do feel like this person has been sad, and I think they've been missing you, and realize how much you did for them, and maybe want to come back and just thank you and say, hey, I'm kind of sorry for everything I did. It doesn't mean maybe you guys are gonna like be together and live happily ever after, but I feel like this is progress, and at least I think it's gonna make you feel good about yourself, that you know what, I'm not gonna be petty or hold grudges. I forgive you, I forgive myself. We could be friends, or whatever happens, we'll see. We'll continue this on in the extended, okay? So we will talk about where this person's energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know, maybe you should know, and what their next action move will be towards you, and then also your advice, okay? So we'll continue this on in the extended part 2. The link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care and wish you guys all the best.